All right, guys, so workout number 1 of week 2, so that's technically workout 4. This is the equipment version. So some people are doing the body weight only, they don't have equipment at home, but for you guys who have either dumbbells or kettlebells, barbells, this is a great option for you. We're gonna use a single dumbbell today, and for Coach Steph, my wife, we're gonna be using the 30-pound dumbbell. And that's gonna be perfect for all of these movements that we're gonna do today. So it's gonna follow the same format. If you happen to take a look at the bodyweight version, it's 3 rounds of 4 movements, all done for 1 minute. So 3 rounds times 4 is 12 minutes. You get a minute rest in between or after each round. So you have a 15-minute clock, all right? So the first movement in this 3-round workout is gonna be a weighted step back lunge. So Steph's gonna choose however she wants to hold this. And so here's a variation where she kind of rests up on her shoulder and chest, and then she steps back, her knee touches the ground, and I just had her change her angle, and look at that, it looks perfect, okay? So that's your weighted step back, and then you can actually throw this on your shoulder, which she just said, she's gonna throw it on her back, and she's just gonna go ahead and take a few step back lunges here, and this really works your quads, your hamstrings, your glutes, even your low back is getting quite a bit of work here. So that's your weighted step back lunge. You're gonna work on that for 1 minute. Just because we say 1 minute doesn't mean you're gonna work the entire minute every time. Every now and then you gotta take these little micro breaks that fit within that 1 minute time frame. So allow yourself to do that, but make sure you're not being lazy. Try to make sure you keep working as much as possible and continue on in accumulating reps. But you gotta take rest because nobody's perfect, nobody's got that unlimited energy, so just do your best. From the 1 minute of weighted step back lunges, she's gonna go to a more complicated movement. This is a very dynamic movement. It involves a burpee into what we call a dumbbell snatch. And so we put those movements together and they're called a devil's press. So we're gonna do alternating devil's press. What she's gonna do, she'll do a burpee down to the dumbbell on one side. She'll jump up like a normal burpee, and then she'll do this swing through and then snap it overhead. And then she's gonna switch arms on the way down, and then she'll do it again on the other side. Okay, burpee, up, and snap it up and through. Okay, that's an alternating devil press, alternating because she's switching arms. You can actually do this with 2 dumbbells if you wanted to. 2 dumbbells would allow you to go down on both sides, jump up, and then throw it above your head. And the reality is, in this workout, if you guys have 2 dumbbells and you're not quite finding one heavy enough for a single dumbbell, you can actually hold 2 dumbbells for all these movements, okay? So the next movement that you'll be doing after you've done the devil's press, or actually you've started with the step back lunge, move to the devil press, each for a minute, is gonna be a single arm push press. So she's gonna go ahead and bring the dumbbell up to the shoulder, which is her start position, and then she uses her legs to start the movement, and then she drives it overhead, kind of punching right overhead. If she turns to the side just a little bit, you'll be able to see her head position is in line kind of with her bicep, and so that she has a nice even line. She's not pushing that dumbbell out in front, okay? Recommend switching about every 5 reps or so, okay? From there, we have our final movement. So we went 3 movements now: the weighted step back lunge, the alternating devil press, and the push press. And what now we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the tuck jump or jumping jack. This is purely taking the weight out and trying to really get your heart rate up and get you breathing heavy before you go into that 1 minute rest. So a tuck jump is you jump and pull your knees to your chest. But because of maybe you guys live in a 2-story home or you live in an apartment complex where doing tuck jumps is a really bad idea because it's loud. Maybe you want to opt for a jumping jack, and that's still gonna get your heart rate up. It's been a long time since I've done a lot of jumping jacks, but if you do them for a minute straight and you go a little quick, what you find is your heart rate gets up quite a bit. So you guys, you're gonna do that workout or that circuit 3 times, and that's gonna equal 12 minutes, 15 minutes, excuse me, with the breaks added in. If you guys are feeling particularly energetic, you're gonna do it 5 rounds. Okay, so just make sure if you opt for the 5-round version, you're not taking big long breaks within those 1 minute segments. A few here and there is okay, but you just don't want to lose a bunch of intensity and work out with low intensity for long periods of time. If that's the case, you might as well went for a walk or a slow jog. We want to keep the intensity a little higher here. So 3 rounds or 5 rounds, the choice is yours. Have fun with this one, guys.